Welcome, everyone, to this fabulous Groundhog's Day in 2026. And we are Talented Universe on the NDB Media Network. And before I introduce our wonderful guest today, I just like to say hi to my co-host, Marcia. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing
You're
great.
giving away
It's
all
February,
your
yeah.
secrets on that banner behind you now. I mean, this is not fun.
I've got the Wayback Machine going already. All right.
Yeah, you're getting it geared up for Ben. I know how that is. But anyway, before we get started, I want to tell everybody out in the audience, unfortunately, we have a limited amount of time today, about 30 to 35 minutes. So we are going to have to get right into things. If you have a question, please post it quick. Come to the point of the question for Ben, and I would appreciate that greatly. And we'll get to as many as we can with the time. So we have the fabulous Ben Schreen on our show today. Ben, how are you doing this wonderful Groundhog's Day?
I'm doing amazing. Gonna go catch some groundhogs after this, cook them up, and have myself a meal.
There you go. Especially, I'm sure they're the reason that I've got all this snow at my house right now and ice.
Yeah, so, and I'm mad at them all. So, I got my shotgun ready, bud.
There you go. There you go. And if there's anybody that loves groundhogs, this is a comedy. So don't even think that it's real. So there you go.
Yeah. Exactly.
But Ben, I talked to you a little bit before we went on that you'd mentioned it and I had seen it. You decided to, I guess, do something you've always wanted to do recently, a couple of days ago. And if people haven't seen it yet on your links, Instagram, or wherever you might have seen it, you went skydiving.
Yes. Well, first of all, Michael and Marcia, thank you so much for having me on. And yes, I went skydiving two days ago, and oh my gosh, it was so exhilarating. It was a bucket list item, and I checked it off. And man, the first 10 to 15 seconds were insane. I've never experienced anything like it. I definitely recommend everybody do it. You just face your fear. It's worth it, and you feel like I'm still riding the high. I'm still riding that wave of dopamine, or just like fearlessness. Honestly, it makes you just so like ready to take on the world, take on whatever your pursuits are after. So I definitely recommend.
Yeah, it scares me to death. I've thought about it, but I've actually been asked to go, and I have declined so far.
Yeah.
But
well, it's tough because like if it's raining or if it's you got something else going. I kept booking verticals, so we had to keep pushing it back. And then my buddy got sick. Then it was raining, and so we had to keep pushing it back. But we finally got her done, and it was worth it.
Well, that's good to know. Just so you do that. But before I get to, I think I've got maybe a couple questions in the chat. Before I do that, I want to ask you the question I ask most of the vertical drama actors. When you did your first vertical, and well, let me ask you this quickly, just do a quickie answer on this. Did you know what you were getting into when you went on your first one? Yes or no?
Ooh,
or sort of?
Kind of. Like, it's such a boot camp for acting. Like, I had an idea, but yeah, it's just a lot. It's like 12 to, I've been on set for 17 and a half hours before, but it's around 13 to 15 hours usually. So depending on the project, but yeah, I mean, it was a lot of dialogue, but it was like such a growing experience, and my memorization just keeps getting better. And yeah, it was great. It was so much fun, and the actors and actresses that I worked with on the first one were so cool, and we're also friends, and so it was definitely a blessing.
Well, that's good. So my question goes: when then you came home, and your friends ask you what you did, and you either said vertical drama or you didn't say anything. But if anybody questioned you, how did you explain to them what a vertical drama was? Because I think you've been doing it for a while, so you're probably started when people really didn't know what they were.
I actually started in May. So it's been
I thought it was longer than that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've done 11 leads since May, so it's been a whirlwind. Like, I've such a blessing. I'm so grateful. But I just explain it like it's basically a soap opera, but shot vertically.
Mhm. Quick and
Yeah,
easy, and there you go.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Okay, this is from Tobias. Nah.
Oh, Tobias,
Swerve.
let's
So, oh,
go.
that Tobias.
Swerve
Okay.
Nation.
Okay, there you go. Swerve, so
Oh, he's the
proud of you,
man.
man. Okay, cool. I
Such an
figured you
amazing
knew him, and
guy.
I was saying, I don't know what that says. But anyway, so there's somebody, but now I'm going to go to Marcia so she can get her questions in.
Yeah. Hi, Ben. Yeah.
Hey, Marcia.
You have already done so much. It's so much fun looking at your career so far. And yes, I have my Wayback Machine there because I love to go back and kind of tap into your past. And one that I really liked was Mighty Med, when
Oh, yeah.
you got a chance to be a superhero
Yeah, that
on
was
the
fun.
you were Spotlight.
I was
What
Spotlight.
what
For,
kind of fun was that like?
it was so much fun. It was for 3 or 4 episodes, and I shot light out of my hands,
Yes.
and it was such a fun. Because it was a comedy, and we're all superheroes with like weird superpowers, and so I was like, it was like the interrogation room, and I was just like blinding this kid, and we were interrogating him, and
Mhm.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, there was only like I think 2 seasons, so it
Yes.
didn't go further. But yeah, that was a good time.
It's funny because sometimes you watch something and then I had watched that show with my kids, and so I thought it's kind of fun, just light stuff, you know. And
Yeah.
so being it's being a superhero something that was on your bucket list to play.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was a huge Batman fan growing up. Still am. Like legit, my nickname in high school was Batman.
Oh,
My
really?
girlfriend in high school like drew the bat symbol on the back of my van, and I would always be
Oh.
like, "Robin, to the Batmobile!" Whenever we were like going somewhere, or like to the Bat Cave, or like I'd get a call and I'll be like, "Alfred, is that you?" And it was a great time, and
Mhm.
yeah, love Batman, all the movies. Batman Forever is one of my faves.
Yeah. And I love your sense of humor with some of the videos that I saw that you had done. Like you went to the Mall of America for during Christmas time.
Man, you did your research. You went deep. That's great.
What sparked that bit of energy?
Hmm. I think I was just like I had a dabble in with YouTube. Like for a while, I was like, man, maybe I should do day in the life or like vlogs or like get into YouTube because my friends were like killing it. They had I don't know, almost 700,000 followers. And we did a bunch. I was always on their channel. My friends
Mhm.
Nina and Randa, such amazing people. And so we would do covers, we do skits, and like I was always on their channel. And so I was like, maybe I should just make my own. And I dabbled in it for a bit, and then I didn't keep going with it, but it was so much fun.
Yeah. And one more in the kind of Wayback Machine was your Schreen hot tub time machine.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, was that real snow?
Yeah, that was in Minnesota. Yeah, that's one of my favorite pastimes in Minnesota. When my parents lived there, it was hot tubbing when it's snowing. Like it's so much, it's
It
just a
is.
vibe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, did the polar bear, or I did the
You
polar
did
bear,
the
like ice
the
or angel in the
angel in the
snow.
snow.
Yeah, yeah,
So
shirtless, basically naked.
yeah, who was filming you?
My dad, bless his heart, bless his soul.
Now was he
He's
in
put up with a lot.
swimming trunks too, or
No, he was fully naked. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, he was.
You
No, no.
got you fell down there.
Yeah, calm down, but man, calm down. No, he was fully clothed, scarf and all, winter coat. Let's make that clear. People are gonna soundbite what I just said, and my dad's gonna, get really mad.
he's probably
Mhm.
shaking his head, going, my son, here he goes."
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. And your fans have a kind of a nickname. They're like the Schreeners.
Oh, the Schreeners. That was back in the day. That when I was on America's Next Top Model, that was like they started like calling themselves Schreener, and then it just like and then I just started calling, and then they would call themselves that. But like it wasn't like a huge thing, but it was cute. Like a lot of my parents' friends and like my friends call me Schreener, or call my parents Schreener. Our last name's Schreen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just fun.
And
Silly.
yeah, America's Next Top Model, which I also had watched before we knew that you were going to be on the show years ago. What an experience that
Yeah.
must have been.
Yeah, it really was. Went to South Korea, made some lifelong friends. It was a
Mhm,
blessing. And
mhm.
yeah, I have so many stories, but yeah, it was cool. It was fun. Tyra was nothing but an angel to me. She was so graceful and loving and
So
like
good.
fun. And so I have nothing bad to say about literally anyone on the show.
Hmm. What made you want to go on the show?
I told him no 5 times. My buddy was
Wow.
casting it. Yeah, I was like, nah, I don't, I'm an actor. I don't want to tarnish my reputation. And back then I had some word vomit. And so I was like, I don't know if I trusted myself being on a reality show, like low key, subconsciously. But I'm glad I did it. It was so much fun. Looking back, I would have done it again.
Wow.
Maybe changed a couple things, but
Hmm.
it's all good. I look back at it and I laugh, or I look back at with good memories. So
Hmm. Well, I'm going to toss it back to Michael real quick.
Oh, I
thank you,
appreciate
Marshall.
that. Now, Aisha has a comment about what we were talking earlier about your uh, jumping out of an airplane.
Oh yeah.
I have never understood why anyone throws themselves out of a perfectly serviceable aircraft. After all, it took off okay, and I'm sure it landed fine once you left it.
That's
So
too funny.
verticals are not so much panavision, more narrow vision. Yeah,
Cool.
she doesn't know much about verticals, so she's one of our other co-hosts on one of the other shows on the network. So
Oh, I love it. Cool. Wow. Yeah. I wonder if she seems like she wouldn't do it.
no, she's
Right.
probably a lot like me. She,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah. Man, I would tell her, face your fear, girl. That's yeah, I feel like you'd be pleasantly surprised of how much you would enjoy it, especially after the first 5 seconds. But yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, and
blast.
and hopefully they don't have any regrets. But I mean,
Yeah.
everybody that I've talked to, my friends that have done it have just loved it. So, but
Mm,
I just don't think I could do it now. And
I feel
Marsha
it.
would kill me if I did, I think. So,
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, if
literally,
you didn't die doing it,
she'd
you'd be
kill
dead
me.
either way.
Yeah, I think she would, honestly.
Yeah.
I really do think she would. I got a couple of let's see, another like a couple of people. I might have thrown them up here. Um, uh, sorry, Lauren Smolka says, "Go Ben,"
Oh, love you, Lauren. Oh, she's a good
and
friend of mine.
Be Extraordinary Show. Ben's the legend, incredible beach quarterback and volleyball player. What's the story behind that? I'll put it up
Okay,
there.
I don't recognize his yo, put in the chat what your name is. Sorry, I don't recognize that name. But he's probably I play beach volleyball every Sunday. And so, I'm sure he's with that group. So
Yeah, that's
much
Garrett.
love, bro.
It's Garrett.
Oh, it's Garrett. What's up, bro? Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
it's crazy when they come in and then you say, I don't know what that name is,
Yeah. I
But
didn't recognize
then they know
the username.
everything about you. So
Cool.
what
Oh,
is that a nickname for you?
what's that?
Is that his name? Garrett Plankenpole.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes I have troubles reading things. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, no worries.
But going back is so I see. I thought you were started at least in January. So boy, was I wrong, because I forget sometimes these things come out very fast.
Mm.
So So kind of mid year last year is when you started.
Yeah, May, like end of May, and sheesh, this has been a whirlwind. I've been
You said you've
so
had
blessed.
11 leads. You said
Yeah.
11 leads. How many total verticals have you been in so far? Or aren't you
11.
counting? So
Oh,
you've got-
wait. Sorry. I take that back. I did do like an extra role in one.
That counts.
It counts.
That
And
counts.
props to Tobias. He got me this role as an extra in one way back, probably early May. And then I'm like, you know what? I kind of put him off. I put off doing verticals. And I was auditioning for more, Netflix or big TV shows and stuff like that. And then I was like, you know what? I can make a living doing this. So why not? And, some of the roles can be, some of the writing is like ChatGPT. I hate I'm
No.
sure other actors have
It ain't
said this.
Shakespeare.
Yeah, some of it ain't Shakespeare, but some of it is. And like, honestly, I've been in a few that I'm like so proud of and so stoked on. And I think a lot of verticals get a bad rap too, because there's a lot of like violence or sexual themes or BDSM. I don't do any of the BDSM. I don't do any like simulated sex, or at least I haven't yet. And I say only implied, and no BDSM, and like, but yeah, some of them are really, really good. And yeah, a couple of the ones that I just did a rom-com one that I'm very proud of. And yeah, I went into the weeds on this question. You just asked if there was like how many in total, because there was that one extra one that I did. But yeah, very grateful for Vertical is going to keep doing them. And like, Fox is getting in, Paramount. I think
Yes.
Netflix is rolling out.
Netflix is,
So
yeah.
this is the new wave.
It's the new wave. I saw in the last 12 hours, I've seen two of I think since you've only done anything in the last 6 months, I saw the Legal Queen's comeback.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you, I am so bad at recognizing people. I had to go to the IMDb credits to make sure I knew that it was you, because it's like, I am just so bad, and I tell people that. But anyway, I mean, very enjoyable. What did you try out because you liked the script, or was that one of the ones you just, submitted and see what you got?
Yeah, good question. That honestly, the actors are amazing. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun. And the director, all the producers, amazing. It wasn't one of the favorites that I've done, but there was some really cool scenes that I really enjoyed. But I think all together as a whole, it wasn't one of my favorites, but it was a good one, and I enjoyed it. But I submitted it. I just submit for anyone. I honestly, if there's no like any of the bad
What you
stuff
said,
that we
that you're not going to do.
Yeah, that any stuff that I don't want to do, then I'll submit for it. And I love the director, and I was on the callback, and we just really vibed, and he was super cool. And we both had some Midwest roots. I think he's from Minnesota, and so we just vibed, and we all just had a great time on set. But yeah, I did like the legality of it, and like the terminology I had to learn. And you see I forget the movie with Matt McConaughey, but when he was an attorney or a lawyer. But it was really fun to kind of get into that realm of things, because I usually play a CEO or a billionaire, or some sort of but like to talk in like legal jargon like that was the first time that I'd done. So it was cool. I like learning new things, and yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah, and see you, if I remember right, because I get them mixed up sometimes. I feel so bad, because you were her assistant, if I remember correctly, and kind of ran the company while she was doing her little thing, being married.
Sure. I barely remember either, man.
Oh, well, I'm glad it's not just me. I mean, I just saw it. It's like,
Yeah. No,
I
you're
just
good.
saw it. So,
I
but
think
anyway,
that's what, like, it's so funny. I feel like we're all trying to discover what the exact storyline is because we shoot so many scenes a day and we're like, wait,
I
okay,
know.
what
Yeah.
happened before this? We go into the scene, you're like, oh yeah.
Oh, and of course, they
Anyways,
don't shoot them in order. So that certainly doesn't help.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you're right. Yes, I was her assistant, and then I also kind of took over the company while she was tending to something that was going wrong in her life.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe her mom was sick or something. I forget. I totally, honestly.
Yeah. Because they all kind of,
Yeah. And after you do 11 in 6 months, it's kind of like,
yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
7 months. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And I mean, I have tried to explain that to some of our people in the chat room when they've asked specific questions about certain characters. And I go, they might remember their names, but
Yeah.
not necessarily. But,
Right.
to that. Now I'm going to go back to Marcia for
Yeah.
a few more, and then I'm going to do one or two more in the chat room. And then, as
We'll
I
get
said
back.
before, we've got limited time today. Ben has said he will come back at some time, hopefully in the near future, and we can have him back again. So please come back for that. Go ahead, Marcia.
Yeah. Well, talking about verticals that are a little bit different, A Christmas Wish Through Time was a bit different. Kind of reminded me even of a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah.
Because what did you think when you first read the script of that?
Well, great question. And I just have to say one thing before I answer that. I'm so prepared for any movie or TV show now. Like, I'm so grateful for the vertical realm because I mean, in China, we had a 30-page day, and I had the most dialogue that day, and it was like, and it's a lot, but we killed it, and in below 30 weather, getting punched in the face because I was a boxer. And so it was so much fun, and the actresses on that set were amazing, and we all just had a blast. But anyway, uh, to answer your question, when I looked at that script, so yeah, so I'm very grateful for the vertical realm. When I looked at that script, A Christmas Wish Through Time and Space, it kind of reminded me of, there was an interstellar part where
Yes.
she stays the same age because she travels in space, and then I realize while she's in space that, like, I love her, and I actually want to give this a shot and, like, see, like, what our potential could be. And then I get old, I become like 65 70 something years old, and I get cancer. And so I loved this role because I really had to, like, it stretched me as an actor, and it
Yeah.
broadened my horizons
Yeah.
to really, picture myself. What would I be? How would I be at that age with cancer? How would my voice? I had to, like, change my voice. I had to change the way I walked and my whole demeanor. And man, I also had a breakthrough, and I don't think they showed that take of it, but, like, when I'm about to I don't want to, I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm about to, like, do something bad to myself because I'm longing for this woman in space, who's I'm in love with, and I'm about to, do something bad to myself and hurt myself. And I started crying just, naturally, with all my, makeup to make me look older, and my, like, white hair, everything. And yeah, it was just a beautiful day, and we only get one take. If you get it on the first take, we move on. And so and you don't get much time to memorize. Like, we got the script the night before, and every night we try to memorize the script for the next day, but, like, we also have to prioritize sleep. So if it's a 17 and a half hour a day, when I get back to the hotel, I'm going right to bed. I'm just going to memorize in the makeup chair for the next day. Or right before the scene. And anyway, yeah, it was a really cool script, and a really I've never done something like that. So
And since America's Top Model has a huge fandom that lives even to this day, people are always talking about it. What did you have some fan reaction to when you were kind of booted off the show?
yeah. So yeah, good question. I got kicked off. So if you make the top 14, you're on the whole season. So it was like I don't know, 40 or something, and then they cut it to 30, then 20 something, and then
Mm-hmm.
14. And then I got kicked off at 11. And then there was a comeback round for the guys and girls. And me and Winnie Harlow came back at like 6th or 7th place. And then we both got kicked off right after that. But like the fans, yeah, there was some really passionate, loyal fans and who loved me and supported me so well. And like I'm so grateful. Like just all the love they've given me over the years and thrown my way is very
Yeah.
appreciated.
And you
Appreciate it.
actually got, I thought, a comparatively good amount of screen time,
Yeah.
because you started off with Tyrell with a little flirty kind of thing.
Yeah. Kelly Catrone went off on me, and I mean, I told her, yeah, that was crazy, but
Hmm. But it's fun, now with the internet and being able to go back and watch those again. So if you want to go back and watch, they're out there, and you can see Ben and his growth on America's Next Top Model. But if you were going to, you've already been on a huge reality show. There's so many additional ones. There are cooking shows and dancing shows and survival shows. If you were going to go on another type of reality show, what do you think it might be?
great question, Marcia. I would say Alone. It was on the History Channel, and I think
Ooh,
it's on, yeah, because it's like
yes.
Survivor, but it's way more risky because you're alone in the woods. They only do one health check. The only time you can talk to anyone is for one health check a week, I think, or 2 weeks, and they check your
Mhm.
vitals and make sure you're okay. And then, but yeah, you have like one red button. You tape yourself on tripods, and you get like 6 to 8. There's a gill net, there's a hatchet, there's a bow and arrow, there's a tarp, there's a and you only get to pick like 6 or 7 of these items out of 10 or 12 items to survive in the woods alone. And then, like one guy got stalked by a bear, one guy got stalked by a pack of wolves, another
Yeah.
a woman got really, really far, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna win it. And then she missed her family. She was just missing her family. And I get it. And you have to
Mhm.
last at least 100 days. And there was this woodsman guy that was like, a hermit, and he just does this for a live like all the time, and he was used to it. He downed this muskox with his bare hands with just a knife. He killed
Wow.
this muskox,
Yeah.
basically like a buffalo, and yeah, and a bear stole some of the meat, and it was rough out there. But I feel like I could do it because I live alone. I love being alone. Like I want a wife and kids someday for sure, but I'm very okay with being alone, and I love the wood. I grew up in Iowa hunting, fishing, and stuff. So I would love to, if any show, that would be one that I think it would just test my will to live, and I would think I would grow as a person as well. Great
Wow.
question.
I can so see you out there. I've watched those too, and you wouldn't even. I would think you wouldn't even do it for the money. You do it to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Because the odds of me winning probably pretty slim. Because there's some woodsmen out there that are and woodsmen women that are like amazing at survival and surviving. I'm okay. I'm okay. I know some things. I was in Boy Scouts. I could die some nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would just love to give it a true
A whirl.
shot. So yeah, give it a
Cool.
whirl.
Okay, Michael.
Yeah, Aisha had another question for you. She basically, I'm just going to paraphrase it because we only got like another minute. She said, "Would you consider doing voice acting, or have you done it in the past?"
Ooh, I would love that. Yeah, great question. I would love to. I've maybe auditioned for one or two in the past, but I think I'm just so focused on acting, visually, that I kind of, and I'm also writing an album. I'm a singer songwriter, so it's like I got a lot of,
Yes.
things in the air
Irons
that
in
I'm
the fire.
juggling. Irons in the fire. Thank you. So yeah, but I would love to. I know I have a buddy that makes really good money, but is it like a surefire passion of mine? Not really, but it could grow into one. So thank you for
Yeah.
putting that in my head again. I might give that a whirl.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I mean, it's you just never know. I mean, we've had voice
Mhm.
actors on our show, and that's all they've done.
Yeah.
And some and they love it. So it just depends what you want to do. But as I said, we are limited time. I promised I'd get you out of here after 30 minutes. So everyone, he's going to come back at some point. Watch our webpage and see when he's coming back. But I just want to tell everyone, thank you all for coming, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Jen.
Michael. Thank you,
Brian.
Marcia. Bye.